I find it interesting that Acast, never knowingly missing an opportunity, ended up releasing some data a couple of weeks ago talking about the amount of podcast listeners who fall asleep listening to shows. 48% of podcast listeners have used a podcast to help them fall asleep. 3/4 have used a podcast for relaxation. And surprise, surprise, they do tell us that more than half of podcast listeners remembered an ad the next day. And more than 1/3 made a purchase after hearing an ad while falling asleep. So even if you are consuming podcasts in a dark, relaxing setting, people do still remember, the Geico insurance ad, and the very next morning rush to renew their motorbike insurance or whatever it is that they actually have. So I thought, interesting seeing that. But clearly, an awful lot of people do use shows to fall asleep, and there is a real opportunity there.
Well, as a buyer, when you just said that, the first thing I thought was, oh man, I hope we're not running ads when people are sleeping, because that would that's a brand new type of ad fraud I had not considered. On the other hand, the fact that we get to get into people's subconscious mind now and reprogram while they're sleeping, that might be the best ad inventory in the universe. I think we need to do some A/B testing on this.
It's podcast Inception.